Hey Facebook friends, we are here at the Memnosyne Institute and our chapter in the UK, and we're out at a place called Merthyr Tydfil, which is here in Wales, and it's a place that used to have a whole lot of industry with coal, but when coal ended up being, when it ended, the rate of poverty just went straight up through the roof. And as many of you know, what we've been doing, which started off with Reverend Dr. Todd Collier in the United States with our food source program, is that we're the intermediary. So when people donate food, a lot of times the donors, they wanted to do one stop. So if you donate food from Dallas to Miami, it would cost the company $3,000 and they would take the economic hit. But the problem is that nonprofits will often say, we can't take all that, can you make 9 stops? Then it becomes $9,000, and then it's better for the company just to throw the food away. So Food Source steps in, gives these companies one place to donate, and then we disseminate the food, and we serve the area food pantries and homeless shelters. And that has saved so much food from being thrown into landfills, and that's why we have that amazing $60 million price tag amount that we've been able to save from being thrown in food waste. So this is one of the places here in Merthyr Tydfil in Wales that we're considering. So we can try and bring the same program here in the UK.
So I'm David Solomons. I have the honour of being the director of Memnosyne UK.
I'm Sunil Purohit, and I'm an advisor to Memnosyne UK.
Thank you. And all of us, as you can see, we're in this pub. We're in this pub today because we've been taking a tour of different places and venues to help get our food source program launched. David, can you tell us what the food source program is about?
Well, it has a number of different aspirations. Its first and most basic aspiration is to alleviate food hardship in the UK, which is very, very prominent, unfortunately, and to alleviate food that would otherwise go to waste and redistribute it to needy families. We are using this particular area, which is actually Merthyr Tydfil in Wales, as a pilot. So the first area is to alleviate waste and give to needy families. The second one is to create a way in which this particular initiative also brings communities together and empowers communities. We don't want to in any way damage initiatives that are already going. We want to empower those initiatives and work in cooperation with them rather than to replicate what they're doing or compete with what they're doing.
Thank you. Sunil, why does this interest you?
Well, why it interests me actually is it's obvious to everybody at the moment that we're going through very difficult times. There's a lot of uncertainty at the global level. There's certainly a lot of uncertainty in the UK economy in terms of people feeling lack of job security and economic challenges, etc. And sort of the irony, at the moment we're talking pretty much every day about the benefits of AI and how, we're talking about the brave new world, but we've sort of lost connection with the old-fashioned values, which is that people are more connected on a technological level, but actually we've never been more disconnected. And in a scenario where the economy is going through a difficult time period, to feel disconnected to me it's a travesty. It's not really what society should be about. So I think, as David just said, using our skills and expertise to help support organisations that are already doing something in this area of food poverty is really essential, and capacity building, and then using that as the catalyst to help to some extent rebuilding societies and reconnecting groups of communities is a really valuable piece of work. And I think the Merthyr Tydfil project as a pilot study will be an amazing starting point to see what we're capable of doing and showing other people what a few people with good intentions and a proactive approach are capable of achieving, and then hopefully using that to spread that good practice into other parts of the UK.
One of the things you kept saying today was that you find yourself being taken out of being London-centric. Could you mention a couple of words about that?
Yeah, I mean, look, in my day job, I work with lots of entrepreneurs, investors, and people who are all about growth and prosperity and entrepreneurship. That's all great, and I genuinely believe that entrepreneurship and innovation is actually effectively the fuel for progress in society. But I also have to accept that in that world, we're very, very much London-centric, and we're very international, and there's nothing wrong with being international and to some extent being London-centric, but we need to remember that the rest of the country doesn't necessarily have access to those things that I've just described. So it's the theme that I believe that we do need to stop just being focused on what goes on within the London area and thinking that's the be-all and end-all. And part of it is initiatives like this.
Thank you so much.